Hello, everyone, and welcome to Goblin Errands with Twice Rolled Tales. I am Jasmin Malave, and I will be your TP today, the tall person, because everyone else is a Gobbo. Everyone at my table, my Gobbos, shall you introduce yourselves?
Hi, I'm Emily Tworek, and today I'll be playing Nicolif Cobbleblossom, the Rambler.
Hi, I'm Rosie Flanagan, and today I will be playing Burlap, the Famished, and the Safekeeper.
Hi, I'm Phoebe Zimmerer, and today I'll be playing Puppy Sweet Tooth, the Wizwort.
Hi, I'm Linnie Schell, and today I'll be playing Quimble. He's the wingman.
Amazing. We're so excited for this incredible Christmas edition that we have planned for you. There we go. Yay! Holiday special!
So cute.
Okay. And with that, our journey begins. It is a beautiful, crisp December day. It's a Saturday, you've woken up, it's beautiful. In fact, it is 10 days to Christmas. Yep. So, on this very beautiful day, where are my Gobbos?
I know where Quimble is, but it's where Quimble always is. So, Quimble is in the park, but he is collecting breadcrumbs that people have left out for pigeons, and he's bringing it to the pigeons that are like huddled in the snow and are tired and can't quite get to things. And he's figured out that if he brings a little red, like what's a little red thing you could find in the park?
Solo cup.
Yes. Yes. He's got a little red solo cup, and he's gone around to the Salvation Army Santas, and he's been standing around there with just this like poorly sketched bird on the solo cup, holding it up for people to drop crumbs in next to the Santas.
Perfect.
He's just scattering his, oh, for the birds. Just a crumb for the birds. No, not money, please. They do not like the pennies. The pennies are bad for them. Just crumbs. Preferably nuts. Frozen peas.
I love it. This is just in case anyone didn't watch our previous episode of Goblin Errands. Do you want to do a quick description too?
So Quimble, at first glance, is sort of indistinguishable from several pigeons that have been sort of glued together and then dusted in several other pigeons. He's cloaked in the feathers of his friends, and he's a very friendly, if sort of sad fellow with like long drooping ears. He does have like some winter coat trappings, but it's clear that like this has been recycled down several goblins. And he works with pigeons, so he didn't want to take anything new. He's really just covered in layers of rags and feathers, and it's unclear if he also possesses feathers. He's never allowed anyone to take off enough feathers to find out.
Where is Poppy today?
I think Poppy is out and about with a few of the kiddos of the Ken.
Oh.
She's got some black construction paper and some of those little tiny magnifying glasses. They're doing a little lesson about snowflakes and how all of them, there's not one that's all alike. They're all different. Every snowflake is completely unique, just like you guys. So Poppy she is first of all bundled head to toe. She's got her ears pulled back in like a row of spring strings, and is just like the most bright-eyed little ray of sunshine, just walked off the set of Sesame Street little guy you've ever seen.
Yay. Where's Burlap today?
So, Burlap is a late riser. He's kind of just like, scratching his head a bit, getting out of bed. He's been tasked this morning with cleaning the Ken. Like, cleaning the Ken in preparation for, like, Christmas. Like, maybe starting to take the tree out.
What time would you say it is? If he's a late
2 p.m.
riser. Okay.
And so he's like, and specifically Onga, the spherical, I think, tasked him with this.
Yeah, she definitely did.
Mm-hmm.
There's a reason why the Ken needs to get spruced up.
Spruce, I get it. And he's very grouchy because he's really not a morning person, even though it's the afternoon. And so he's just sort of like stretching his like clawed limbs out. He's yawning, which he's mostly mouth, so it takes up his whole whole entity.
I forgot the legs were like vestigial.
His legs are vestigial, like little tadpole legs, and yeah, he's just now he's just sort of getting up and about to trot down the stairs.
Delightful. And where's Nicolif?
Nicolif is kind of getting roused in the morning from his kind of nest that he's made under the stage at the Delacourt. He has found one of the legs that they use for the side of the stage, and has kind of made a little nest and bed out of that. The Delacourt's currently under construction. It's being renovated this year, but he's kind of taken it upon himself to be the winter caretaker. So he's gotten up early, done a little stretch, and he goes out and is personally brushing off all of the seats and the benches in the Delacourt with just a little bit of extra fabric from some of the costumes that were backstage.
That's so nice.
Just making sure all the seats are clear from the little bit of snow that has accumulated over the night.
Great. So while you tidy up in the main area of the Ken, Anga has sent word to all of you that there's a very important task that needs doing, and she needs to see all of you as soon as possible. So that probably got sent earlier in the morning. So we'll say that everyone kind of gathered together around maybe 2:30 in this afternoon.
Poppy made sure all the kids got to their parents safely first.
Love that. Thank you for chaperoning. Perfect. So as you get there, the trees are going up, and there's some other goblins in the Ken who are helping out in this general area. Decorations are going up and around, and Anga is so excited that you're here. She says, "Oh, come, hurry. We have a very exciting announcement."
Oh no. Oh yay.
Oh, well,
On the edge of my seat.
Okay, we've decided to open up the Ken for a visit, and we are throwing a party.
A party?
A party.
Like a holiday party?
Like a holiday party. And then she's gonna give you all a stack of invitations, and they all look like this.
For who?
Goodness.
So I need you to take your stacks of invitations. I have heard word that there is another community of small people who could come and have a party with us.
Other goblins?
I've heard other goblins, I've heard other very small folks are living somewhere near a place that belongs to a herald. Herald owns a square that you must visit to find the others.
More goblins.
Harold.
Mr. Harold.
And I need you to find them and deliver these invitations personally.
Of course.
Okay.
This is so exciting. This is the best time of the year to meet new people.
I wonder if there's try to put it up close so you can kind of see. She got help from Joey to make these, so it's just a who, what, when, why, how, and really it's the same information over and over again. But she's written it in crayon.
It's got little stickers. Peace on Earth.
I have jolly holidays.
I have warm wishes.
Waiting for Santa.
Oh, who's Santa?
I don't know.
Oh.
He's the guy who rings the bell at the Salvation Army. Who got all the red suits.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's been very good about crumb collection.
Oh, that's lovely.
I give him my pennies, and sometimes he gives me crumbs. One time there was a whole banana.
Pretty nice guy.
You got a whole banana.
I gave it to the pigeons. I'm sorry, Burlap. But next time I'll bring you at least half of it. Okay?
For Christmas.
But I should have brought you the peel. I know that's your extra favorite.
You know me so well.
We'll keep an eye out for any peels.
This is our focus today. It's the Yavali goat. It's another holiday tradition. Look it up. It's delightful.
I love it. Okay.
Think about how you want to spend it, if you want to spend it, whenever. All right. So, she's very excited about this party. She's very excited about the prospect of there being another Ken of Gobbo somewhere. And so with that, she's going to send you off to figure out where this Herald's stuff is and how you are going to find the Gobbos.
Nicholas, do you know anything about this Herald?
Mr. Harold. I don't know. I mean, he might own one of the theaters, but I don't remember hearing about a Harold's theater or anything like that.
Maybe if we look at the subway map, though. It might be on the map somewhere. Ooh. They have a lot of, like, famous places on the map. That's a great idea. Let's go. Sounds good.
Perfect. So do you want to start making your way to one of the subway stations?
Yes.
Perfect. Do you have one in mind particularly, or are you just going to hit up the first one you run into?
Probably the 81st subway.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
81st CD station.
Yeah. Feels right.
Yeah.
Perfect. So you walk over to the local station, and there is a map there, and you start looking at it. Would somebody like to do an eyes roll?
I will.
I can do an eyes roll.
You can both do it.
I have 4 eyes.
I have 5.
I have 1 success and 1 fumble.
This one's got. So that's a 6, a 5, and 3 4s.
Yeah. So you can take the regular success with the 6 and the 5.
Yeah.
You can upgrade the 4s if you want and create complications.
I will take the regular success with the 6 and the 5. for
Perfect.
now.
Okay. So after looking at it a little bit, you do find a subway stop a little bit further down. In fact, you can get right on this B train and take it directly to Herald Square. He's very important. He has a whole
He has
square.
a square. A whole square all to himself.
Square.
That's so fancy. Oh my gosh.
Do you think one of the other gobbos there also likes pigeons?
Maybe.
They must.
Hopefully
hope
Harold
so.
can introduce us to them. Maybe he knows Mr. Madison too. I think that's nearby. Madison.
Think
all the square people know each other? I would think so. And they get together for like square tea?
Square
A
dancing.
circle of dancing. Or like a circle of the square sort of thing. Like a society.
They're there and they're square.
How rare.
So as you make your way into the actual subway, of course, we've done this once before, so I'm not going to make it as difficult, but would you like to roll some legs? Let's see how we do
Absolutely.
this time.
Oh,
We're getting used to the subway system.
recall that we are all we have such terrible legs.
We
That
do
was
have
so
legs.
funny.
No one has good legs. Oh god, that's a 2 and a 3.
I got a 5.
3.
Okay.
Got a 5.
Okay, great. That's fine. You are distracted by some subway graffiti that says some pithy little comment that you're just like, ooh, what is that? As you kind of trip down the stairs a little bit. But everyone else recovers you a little, and you're fine.
It's one of those like subway graffitis that's like, love yourself.
Oh, that's so nice of them to put there. Oh, it's a reminder.
Perfect. So as you get down there, you're waiting for the train. And you know which one you need to get on at this point. You're getting better at the subway system.
Letter of the day is B.
It is! It's the B train, and what's the word today?
I'm trying to come up with a Christmas word.
Bells.
Bells! Bells!
Okay, perfect. So as you get ready to go onto the train, yeah, it's a pretty mundane trip down there. Everything seems pretty easy. You get off at Herald Square, and there are elevators at this stop if you would like to try to get out that way. It's totally up to you.
I would like to use the elevator if possible.
Yep. We can give it a try. Absolutely. You can always go the old vacuum route to push the buttons.
I think I will.
All right. Do you want to do you did a mouth
Yeah.
roll for that? And then
Mouth
who's
roll
on your
to,
back?
to reverse vacuum yourself
I'm
into
gonna
a hoverboard.
Yep.
It's the reverse Kirby.
Okay.
And then
so-
someone on your back who's going to roll hands.
Ooh.
I have a 3 in hands.
I have a 4.
Okay.
1 in hands.
He'll be on my back.
Okay. I practiced with the pigeons a couple of times because I really wanted to do it right next time that we were practicing.
Okay. I think we have a
Okay.
good shot.
It's almost like they'll be flying.
Yeah.
Just like the pigeons.
They're gonna be so excited for me.
Okay.
That's so successful.
Wow.
I have
Oh, you go.
5 and a 6 and 2 1s.
I have a 6, 2 5s, 1 4, and 1 3.
Okay, great. Yeah, 2 minutes. This is super successful. Easy peasy. You're just, whoop, perfect. Stationary. You're like a hummingbird.
So practiced.
Just
So good at this burlap.
Yeah.
It's really quite impressive.
I couldn't do without you.
You should maybe come to the park and help me next time they're baby pigeons. And you can help me show them how to fly a bit better. I try really hard, but I don't really have the practical experience for a demonstration. so it's a little hard sometimes.
Okay, but you gotta come tell Onga that because I don't like to make her mad. She wanted me to clean this morning.
Well,
We'll talk.
but there are no baby. I mean, later.
Later.
Sort of winter. No, there's baby pigeons in winter. Are there baby pigeons in winter?
Do they hibernate?
I don't think so.
Do they migrate?
No, they're still awake.
Oh. I don't know what you have it again. You just get it again. I don't even know what a baby pigeon looks like.
Oh, I bet horrifying.
Yeah, okay.
Horrifying.
Okay, I'm not gonna look it up.
I feel like we have a shot at making this one shot family friendly, so I'm not gonna explain what I think they look like.
Check in the comments if you want to see what a baby pigeon looks like. I got a
Or I
link
can
for
tell
you.
you now, and then Phoebe can edit it out, and we can make it a short later.
Oh my god, I love this.
Testicular.
Yep, that's what I thought that you were. That's why. Yep. Yeah.
Okay, should I spend the focus now, or do I just get it? Do I still have it?
You just have it.
Okay, it's
still
fair enough.
because wow. They're in that. So you go upstairs, and everything as you come outside. Have you explored the city during Christmas before? Are you familiar with?
Absolutely.
Okay, so you definitely are familiar. I believe that about Nicolith. Is this like a new site for a lot of you?
I this spot in particular, I think yes. Because this is not particularly close to the public library. No,
It's like
I don't know where
you would-
Harold Square is.
Yeah, it would be a solid 15-minute walk.
Yeah,
like
it's like
maybe
33rd
and
Street.
in the wrong direction.
Yeah,
too.
yeah. I think Poppy spent her last Christmas at the library, and Bryant Park.
So you are familiar with the view of that and the beautiful ice skating. And so when you get out of the subway at Herald Square, you're greeted with a very different kind of Christmassy vibe, but still beautiful. As you look at the different shops nearby, you come up in this open area and there is people dressed up. There's Santas with their bells like you've seen before already, Quimble, and ringing them and trying to collect donations.
There's so many Santas, guys. I didn't know there was more than one.
And there's so much noise and commotion and joy, people getting street food. The smell of candied roasted nuts reaches your nose in the cold. And it is a beautiful sunny day. Even if it is cold, it's one of those perfect winter days. And as you look at some of the windows, you see these beautiful displays. They're so ornate. Gigantic blue reindeer out front, which is a fun little thing that they have there now as like a little mascot during Christmas. So you get to see all of this really cool imagery here. And what are you doing?
I have an unlikely knowledge bit I think I want to add, which is I think I look at the more learned goblins and I say, oh guys, I think I might actually know. I didn't know there was other Santas, so this didn't make sense at the time, but I remember someone, maybe the other Santa, saying there was I may see a Santa.
A Macy Santa.
Yeah, and I've seen a lot of Santas, and it seemed like an important Santa, and maybe we could ask them, but I don't know how to read, and I don't know how to ask people, so I could help. A Macy Santa is an important.
Did he mean emaciated? I learned that one recently.
That is a big word.
Yep, that's gonna go over there.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
I'm now at a 7th grade reading level.
Congratulations!
Wow.
Congrats, Pops.
What are you reading right now?
God, all the worst books came to mind.
Poppy's reading
All those-
smut.
And there goes our family friendly.
What is a 7th grade reading level these days?
Like Tortal, maybe. What? Like Tamora Pierce.
Oh yeah, I was literally about to say Tamora Pierce.
Like the Uglies.
I'm reading The Circle of Magic.
Aww.
That sounds magical.
Who's Macy?
I don't know.
Okay.
That's
They're the most important Santa. Or maybe they don't exist, but I think they might be an important Santa. And there are a lot of Santas here, so maybe there's an important Santa here, or maybe they know Harold.
Can I do an eyes roll?
Yeah, I was gonna say if anyone wants to do an eyes roll.
Cool.
I'm always doing eyes roll.
That's 1 5.
These are these are cocked. Okay, I have 2 5s.
Okay, great. You remember seeing that the original time Santa ever visited a department store was here at Macy's. And there's an article and a clipping from back when, and this is actually the original one that you had seen in one of the times you had gone to visit. Mm-hmm. So you do know that there is someone in there, probably.
Oh, Macy's! Plural! Macy's plural!
Macy's.
Oh, that was the first time ever that Santa visited a department store. The one on 34th Street. Yeah! Perfect. Where miracles happen.
I just learned how to count to 40.
Congratulations!
Thank you. I know 34. This is so exciting.
I'm very excited for you, Burlap.
Thank you.
Maybe we should find someone that we can ask for directions to the Macy's.
Wait, oh, we left Joey, didn't we?
I think he's probably in the park today. He's probably a bit uptown, but we could try and get a hold of him.
I miss him.
I do too.
Are there any other singers here who might know Joey? Do you know anyone? Is there anyone busking here?
There's absolutely somebody busking. There's a person sitting on one of those 5-gallon tubs and playing a drum.
Awesome.
I got this.
Walk right up to him.
Hello.
Ah!
Hi.
Hi.
My name's Nicola of Cobble Blossom. These are my friends. We're from the Canada Central Park.
Hello.
We're looking for Macy's. We want to go see Santa.
Okay. You're there already.
No, this is Herald Square.
Uh-huh.
We want to go to Macy's.
Yes. And she points at the building in the square that you were in. And
Oh.
you can see a big red star and it says Macy. And it's the windows. The windows were so distracting. And you were looking at all the Christmas. You didn't realize that you're actually...
There's more inside?
Yeah. Yeah, little guy.
Okay. That's even possible.
It is a really, really big store.
I thought it was just all windows.
Oh. Hot take.
Okay. Well, when we go in, how do we find Santa?
I don't know. I haven't been to that since I was a kid. It's in there somewhere.
Okay. We'll have to bravely venture in.
Good
Do you know
luck.
Joey? Joey's our friend, too. He sings in the park uptown.
You must know him.
Nice. I know a Joey.
Do you know our Joey, though?
I am not sure. Probably not.
He has a guitar, and he's really good at singing. Sometimes he just plays Frank Sinatra songs with me.
I love your enthusiasm.
Do you play any Frank Sinatra?
I can play a lot of beats.
Are any of them Frank Sinatra songs?
They can be, sure.
That's awesome.
Joey is a very common name. She's very confused.
What's your name?
Tiffany.
Hi, Tiffany.
Hi.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Hi, Tiffany.
Hi.
Oh, yeah, this is... if everyone wants to introduce themselves.
It's not necessary.
Hi, I'm Burlap.
Hi, Burlap.
I'm Poppy.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Quimble.
Hi.
We're
Hi,
making
everyone.
new friends today because the holidays are the perfect time to make new friends in New York.
Oh, this is a really rough day to do that.
Speaking of making new friends, we're on our way to invite a bunch of them to a party, and you've been so helpful that you're also invited.
Oh, thank you.
Any questions?
This is very clear. Okay.
It's gonna be the best party of the year.
Thank you. Okay. I'll see you there.
Ring the bottom bell.
Not the top one. The top one doesn't work.
Okay, don't ring. Okay, great.
Just the bottom one.
Thank you.
Oh,
I'll put more
guys.
of these in the middle.
What bells are these?
I don't know either.
The word of the day. Very true, very true.
Okay.
This episode has been sponsored by the word bells.
Plural.
I love this so
If you
much.
don't do a little bell and a little B for bell animation every time that joke comes up, that will be okay because it seems like a lot of work, but it would also be delightful.
Make the B for bells animation and I will put it in.
Great. Yay!
I'll do it.
Well, guys, we've already got one person coming to our party. You guys are
Great.
You guys are so good at inviting people. It's so good.
We're
Good
so
luck.
popular.
Yeah, this was a good luck finding Santa, I guess. Have a fun trip in there.
Wait,
Tiffany.
Tiffany, are you single?
Yes. Have you been talking to my mother?
Who is mother? I'm asking for Joey.
Okay.
If you come to the Christmas party, you'll meet him.
Okay.
You seem really nice, and Joey's really nice too.
He's really nice.
Yeah, and I don't think he's seeing any. I think he's also single, and Christmas is the perfect time to meet somebody if you're single too. So if you're single and Joey's single, and they're both at the Christmas party, who
Bada
knows
bing,
what can
bada boom.
happen?
Unlike pigeons, humans can pair bond outside of spring.
Oh, that is a very fun fact. Thank you.
You're welcome.
She's like, I feel like she was definitely going to the party before, and this hard sell has got her a little waffling on this.
You should bring your drums too. We can have a little jam session at the party.
Okay.
I'll ask Joey to bring his guitar, and you have the drums, and I have my ukulele, and we can all just play together.
That sounds really nice. Okay. Yeah. I'll come and meet Joey.
Perfect. He's gonna love you.
His hair is very luscious.
That's good. I do like nice hair.
There is like a spot that doesn't have any hair at the top, but the rest of it, very luscious.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna mention that.
Okay.
Oh, I think it's nice. It's very reflective.
Oh.
It
A little
is.
mirror.
Okay. Well, Joey is balding. Understood. Have fun with
Why are
Santa.
you doing Joey like that?
I thought Joey was like 27.
Yeah.
27-year-olds can be balding a little on the
You know,
top.
that's fair.
There's nothing wrong with it. It's just what his hair is doing.
I love that you're trying to sell Joey right now, and it is not going great.
I think goblins just have a very different understanding of like attractiveness.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, 100%.
I'm gonna need
They like shiny things, and his head is a little bit shiny.
every single person to do a group mouth roll
Oh no.
Oh, no.
to
I have
convince.
5
okay.
to mouth.
I have
Yeah, I
a
have
1.
Okay, I want everyone to try to convince Tiffany to
That
come
is a
to this
3.
party.
One-
Oh,
Five.
come on. Those 2 4s, and the rest are failures.
Okay, what else do we have over here?
I have 1 5 and the rest are failures.
Okay, your 4 you can upgrade, and if you want to pass like a 4 to Phoebe's, then everybody wins. Like
Yeah.
everybody's got it.
Absolutely.
Okay, so how though with the stumbles, you're the only one who doesn't have a stumble. So I don't know what you're doing, but it's working. And then the rest of you,
Well, Burlap specifically was not going to mention the bald spot.
Okay, so she sees that and she's like, "That's a real one." Okay, and so she's like, she's convinced that you're telling,
Luscious
that you're,
looks.
yeah, that you're good, the one to listen to. And now the rest of you, how have you complicated your situation? Talking at Tiffany.
Talking at.
Excellent question.
Paying no attention to her facial expressions.
I think we have complicated it just by doing it.
Yeah, I think honestly that's fair.
I think we've really guaranteed that she's not gonna date Joey.
When we first met him, we thought he was a little bit mean. He was a little bit like scared of us. He didn't really want to talk to us. But after a little while, he warmed up, and now he's like our good friend. Actually, he's an honorary goblin. I helped him with his social media.
Okay.
We took videos on a phone, and then we played together, and it helped him go viral, which I was told is a good thing.
Oh, yes.
Even though a lot of the books say viral is not a good thing.
It has multiple meanings, and a lot of them are bad.
But this one's good. I think that Joey is only viral in the good way.
Okay.
If
I
he was
really am
viral in
now
the bad way,
concerned. I
I
wasn't
wouldn't
thinking
know.
about it before, but also if you want me to date him, I should know if there are other things that are viral.
We don't think so. Well, none of us are doctors.
Okay. Can I have your percentile die?
We really could have stopped while we were
I had to make it complicated.
there were
I
fours
implied that Joey has an STD.
You did.
Yeah.
You made it so much worse.
You said add a complication, so
and
I
you did, and I appreciate you committing to it. Thank you.
Oh my god.
You'll see if she shows up to the party or not. All right.
See you there.
To Macy.
Bye, Tiffany. We'll see you
Bye,
later.
guys.
Bye, Tiffany.
Good luck. Yes, bye. Thank you. Go, please.
Thank you.
She is not coming to the party.
I love how that is the inevitable reaction to anyone we encounter is like delight and then just like
Concern.
amused horror.
Please, please.
My face already hurts from smiling so much.
Okay, so you get over to the doors, and
What kind of doors are they?
there is a combination of rotating doors and regular doors. The doors are very heavy. If you would like to get inside, you're going to need to time it out with somebody entering or find somebody to help you.
Our old nemesis. We meet again.
The rotating door somehow knows and moves a little on its own.
Okay.
Do you think if we ask it really nicely, it would open more?
It might. It could.
I could spend the focus and use my masterful magics to create a small amount of force but I would need to find something sweet. I need to find something sweet to eat.
Oh, you can still smell those roasted cashews. The honey roasted.
Hot nuts.
Family friendly.
That goes back to the baby pigeon thing.
Honey roasted.
I can roll mouth to try and inhale an object toward me
Okay.
with my wide open maw. Can I inhale the nuts to give to Poppy?
Yeah, you see it, and if you want to try to go in from behind, and does somebody want to take watch and make sure that you don't get caught, Burlap? If anyone wants to assist you with it.
I have pretty good eyes, and the nuts are for me.
Okay, cool. So I want you to just keep an eye out, maybe signal to Burlap who's standing behind, something like that. And I'll just have it be the two of you. So we need 2 successes.
Ooh.
Oh yeah. 3 sixes.
rolling hot today.
Yeah.
2 6s.
Okay, perfect. This was so successful. So you just watch, and there's a point where the person is fixing something for somebody who's buying, and they turn to the customer. And as they turn, and just without even a sound, the force of your suction is so swift that the bag doesn't even crinkle. It just, and there it is in your mouth.
Let's scurry back to the doors.
Perfect. And so you just like consume.
Thank you.
And on the power of the sugar high. And the doors start to move.
Okay, everyone, are you hurrying? Hurry.
Quick, buddy system.
Okay, and this was the regular doors, right? Or were you
I was
pushing
going
this
for the regular door because
Okay.
I think it's gonna be multiple gusts of force to keep moving the revolving door.
Repeat.
No, we do not need a repeat. So you go in and you swiftly get in there. And you do see some more people coming in and out. You're dodging, you're ducking, you're diving. Okay, and you go in, and you're now in Macy's. As you step in, you see all of these beautiful bags. And there's 2 escalators that are up in front of you.
Poppy, the stairs are moving. Are they supposed to do that? Harold must be very magic.
We're very, very rich. Oh wow, this place is even bigger than the library. Oh jeez. Okay.
It is a very, very big store. It is very intimidating. It is a lot overwhelming. And it is busy. It is the height of the holiday season.
Nicholas got huge eyes, and you just see, like, you don't even see his irises anymore. You just see, like, the reflections of, like, all the decorations just, like, glazed over.
Yeah, if someone were to zoom in on Nicholas' eyes, you'd just see the shadows of bodies going past as you're looking in these different displays.
It's like the most beautiful set I've ever seen. The prop work is really admirable. I guess we go up the moving stairs.
Okay.
Could Santa just be walking around? Could he just be one of these people? Oh God,
There's
how
a lot
would
of
we
people
know?
in red.
Wait, I remember something about Santa. Ho. He says ho a lot.
Ooh, that's helpful.
Okay, so we should just listen to everyone really closely? Walk around? Well, he also usually has a white beard, but not always. Sometimes it seems like he sometimes puts it on and takes it off and puts it on and takes it off and puts it on and takes it off, depending on the day, so maybe.
Okay, so I'm gonna spend the focus. If I eat something, I can change part of my body to match it.
Correct.
So,
What in the vicinity are you about to eat?
I'm a candy cane.
Okay. There's some little candy canes next to one of the little displays, like those little baby ones.
Okay. I shift one stat point and get a new ability at the cost of my hands or my...
So you get to choose how this affects you, what body part you're changing to be more candy cane-like.
I'm gonna shift my hands, so I'm gonna have 2 candy canes for hands.
Okay, perfect.
Trust me.
Hook hands, got it.
Hook hands.
And so that means I go down 1 for hands.
Okay.
Okay, and then I can. Okay, cool. Spending the focus.
Great.
So I'm gonna go over to like some candy canes that are just hanging on a tree. And Burlap's just gonna like literally just suck all the candy canes off the tree.
Whoa.
And then slowly under the tree, Burlap starts to just grow candy canes for hands. And then
very upsetting to see, quite frankly.
There were candy canes available, or you could have grabbed a few of them, but you're destroying a display has gotten the attention of a guard for the store, who is now approaching very swiftly.
Oh, well, that can't be good. I don't think he's Santa, or they're Santa.
But
I don't.
he might know where Santa is, though.
Okay.
We could always ask him.
Hey.
I don't think he's...
Hey, what are you doing?
Hi.
Hi. Hello.
I said, what are you doing?
We're looking for Santa.
So you destroy the display to look for Santa.
No. We were just trying to find where he...
Hey,
We're
did
looking for a guy-
you ate all of those? Where are they? Where'd you put them?
Can you give them back?
In the spirit of Christmas, could I please keep them for a little bit, and then I'll give them back, and then I will give you one, and I will also give you Christmas cookies. If you just let me keep 2 candy canes right now, I need them. Is that okay?
Just really delighted by you, and
The heart is infinite.
The heart is infinite, and that was very sweet. He's so annoyed, and so he does tell you, you need to put the other ones back. Can you please make this look presentable, and then you can go and keep 2 candy canes.
We can do that. Yep, definitely.
Okay, what's your name, by the way?
No, please just fix the tree.
Quickly, Quimble. The rest of the candy canes back out.
Okay. I'm actually gonna need your help.
Because you have hook hands now.
I will design the tree, and I will. If y'all could just give me a hand, could you just grab? I'm going. Some of the candy canes fell on the ground. I only took 2 of them, but I decided to spit most of them out. If you could put them back on the tree, I will give you a lift if you want.
They're so sticky, and like the red is transferring to your hands because they were in Burlap's mouth.
It's even worse because like we're a little bit fuzzy.
Yeah,
Like, ugh.
it's just sticky fingers, and you're just gonna be so much lint, so much.
There are feathers sticking to Quimble's.
Yeah. Okay, great. So you're gonna do the hoverboard and help.
Yeah.
Okay, so who's
Mouth
helping?
roll to see how...
Helping.
Yeah, well, I think we'll all help.
Oh yeah, this feels like a group effort.
Okay,
So-
everybody.
So mouth for you, hands
You
for
can
everyone else.
determine how you're helping and use whatever
My-
stat, but you need to be
the
describe how you're helping.
The descriptor for my hands is helping.
Aw, cute.
Fun fact.
You can add an extra die.
Yeah.
Oh, if I'm floating on top of Burlap, would I be said to be using my wingman ability?
Yeah, I'll allow it. Add a die.
Yeah, I'm gonna hop on top of Burlap and just like.
Are the pigeons helping in any way?
I do not think they would be helpful in this situation. I think they would actually cause a health hazard.
Yep, that's fair.
Yeah, I have one for hands. They're busy hands.
You don't
but-
have to do hands. You can be doing something else.
Great. Instead, while like the guard is like watching us do this, can I offer to play him a song to placate him while this is happening?
Yep.
Cool, great. Awesome.
So as the
I rolled 2 6s and a 5.
I rolled 2 4s.
Okay.
I could upgrade one of them to a success.
Can I
and
share my 6 with?
You can share for group rolls, so you can pass them
amazing.
along.
Okay.
So you are only partially successful, but you are still helping. So whatever
it's
you're
everything's covered in lint.
You're helping.
It's not as nice as it was.
Yeah. Great, perfect. And your hoverboard.
I got a 1-5.
Okay, so your
Yeah.
hoverboard is successful, but you're a little. This is not as good as last time. You're a little jumbly. I think
a little on edge.
Yeah, a
My
little on edge
hands.
for getting called out, and the hook hands are kind of like also you
They're
like do the
messing
thing,
with-
and you're like and lose air a little bit as you fall. And what did you roll?
I'm rolling mouth. So I will actually. Can I have my 1 die that I gave you back? Thank you so much.
Oh yeah, there's a few extras in the center.
Oh hell yeah! That's a 5, a 6, and a 4, and 2 3s.
Perfect. 5, 0, 4. So you do a good job on your song. Would you like to give us a little
Yeah,
taste of what
absolutely.
the guard is being treated to right
yeah,
now?
so like the guard is like not super happy, probably scowling at us a bit.
Yeah.
And I'll just go up to him and say,
I'm sorry to upset you earlier a little bit, but this is really fun. This means that we just get to have more time decorating for Christmas, and isn't that fun?
Sure.
Well, I mean, just look around. It's a beautiful place that we're in. In fact, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Everywhere you go, take a look at the 5 and 10, glistening once again, with candy canes and silver lanes aglow.
A crowd is forming
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
as you decorate the tree.
Toys in every store. But the prettiest sight to see is the holly that will be on your own front door.
There's like a group of 10 people who stopped to watch this all happen, and they start clapping.
See, wasn't this fun?
And then you overhear a mother with her child say, "Isn't that lovely? There's more elves upstairs. Let's go, Johnny."
Elves? Sorry, no, we're not elves, we're goblins. It's a common misconception, but we're all just different varieties of short people.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're just going up to see Santa, and I thought that you were helping
You're going to see
him.
Santa?
Yeah.
Can you take us?
Yes.
We're
and
trying to go see Santa too.
you said the guard is like, go. Like he's satisfied that that's good enough.
Thank you so much. Sorry about the tree.
Sorry.
Don't let me catch you doing anything else stupid. And so you guys
Only
are
smart
fine.
things from now on.
It's okay,
so
we won't
cute.
get caught.
That's not what I said. And you're gone though. You're going up the escalator. So you're following this woman and her child as they're on their way. And since you did this lovely song and you got yourself a crowd, you have your own personal escort now over to
incredible.
Santa. That's so funny. I'm also gonna give you this.
Thank you.
Okay. And then you're going up the escalators, and thank goodness you found some help, because nestled in the middle of the store, up 7 sets of escalators, you finally make it to the 8th floor, and you get yourself over to the proper area.
That was a long way. A lot of moving stairs. I don't know if we would have made it without an escort.
Thank you. What, miss?
Yeah.
What's your name?
Oh, what? Why'd you make that face?
Do you like to party?
She thinks that you're referencing drugs. What? What do you mean?
We're having a holiday party. It's at sundown and on Christmas Eve, and it's you're welcome to join. If it sounds fun.
thank you for the lovely song earlier. That was so nice. And she's going to start walking away very quick. And, like, the kid is trying to reach for the invitation. She said, we are not going to the park at sundown. We are not going to go to the park at sundown. We are not doing that. And then she just goes off.
That was strange. What would be so scary about the park at sundown? I don't know. It's a really pretty time. Especially in the winter.
You can watch all the streetlights come on.
Exactly.
And then the stars come out, except you can only see 3 or 4.
Everything goes twinkle, twinkle.
I hear that there are more stars, but I don't know. I've never seen them.
Oh. So as you start walking over, you see a sight of a very large train display. This is a life-size front of a train that you start to walk towards.
Whoa.
And as you look inside, there is somebody in the conductor's spot waving at people and saying hello. And you see some people in lovely little outfits. And you look over and there is a woman quickly approaching you. And she is in a black suit and a black pencil skirt. And she has a little white flower on her lapel, and she's approaching you quickly, and she says to you, "You are late."
Oh, I have never been late once in my life. Excuse
You
me.
need to get to the back and get into the costume immediately. You are late. What are you doing?
Get into costume?
Hurry up.
Is there gonna be a show?
Okay. Oh my gosh. So she's gonna start. Hurry, come on. And so she's gonna start brisking.
Okay.
Rude. You've never been late
I'm
ever.
not even
You're
once.
so on
If you're not 10 minutes early, you're late.
And she starts walking you all to the back. So she starts walking you around the side. You see in this back area a bunch of people getting their pictures. A bunch of people had just finished seeing Santa. Children are excited. Everyone's happy. And you get ushered through this red door on the side. And then as you go through, you end up in this dark little back area with a bunch of lockers on the wall. It's all gray and very dimly lit, and it's much colder on the edge here than it was just previously. And you were listening to the sounds of Christmas music, and they are quickly stopped with the shutting of the door. And then you get swung around into this little room on the side, and she says, "Hurry up, now go." And you see as you go around this corner, there's like a little cave, and inside of this cave of a room is a gentleman in a brightly colored Hawaiian t-shirt. And he says, hey, you're better late than never.
What happened to all the holiday cheer?
That's what you're for.
Oh.
Yeah, we're
so
here making cheer.
So, should we decorate? We could practice decorating.
What do you mean decorating? Get into costume and get to your positions.
Oh. Wait, guys, it's okay. This is backstage, right? We're backstage.
Yes.
Okay, that's all right.
Oh, you're new this year. Okay, this is your first season? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so ever since this whole thing happened, we do have other goblins who have started working here. So, he's gonna like go to the little goblin section of costumes and get you some goblin-sized costumes. So you all put on a puffy red or green shirt with very puffy sleeves, and one of the sleeves has a really intricate Christmassy kind of motif. And then you put on a yellow apron with some cute little trim. He gives you your socks, so everyone gets 2 pairs of candy cane striped socks. And you put on your socks, and you put on your elf hats, and and your puffy pants that are in the opposite color of the red and the green from your shirt, and you go outside, and he directs you. Now don't forget, you don't just go out there. Go to the office and figure out where you're supposed to be.
Where's the office?
Just right around the corner. It's right there.
Is the stage manager there?
The stage. You don't need a stage. Okay, just go talk to them.
Okay. Thank you.
Oh, we didn't even get to ask about the other goblins.
Okay.
That's okay.
So you guys, you just turn around the corner, and you can see that there's a little room with a desk as you go and you turn. It's very close to the door that you just came through to get back here. And so when you go to the desk, you see a lovely, bright-eyed gentleman, and he is wearing a vest that has the name of the store on it, and he smiles at you and says, "All right, we're reporting in, and elf names, please."
Oh, wait. Elf names. Bobby?
Okay, Poppy, great. Poppy, can I have you go, I'm gonna have you photo in 4.
What?
You're gonna photo in 4.
What does that mean?
You're gonna take photos in, okay.
I'm sorry, Mr. Director. We're new. This is our first time here.
Oh, the late hires. Okay, yeah, you didn't do the training with us. Okay, thank you so much for joining late. We need as much help as we can get this season.
I'm always happy to be of help.
Okay, great.
This is the first time I've had socks that don't have holes in them.
That is really a bummer. Okay, so
This is a dream come true, truly. I just want to say thank you for this opportunity. I didn't even audition for this.
Pass this if you want. Okay, so you have 30 seconds to spend the focus.
Okay. Goodness. I'm gonna do tail spinner. Spend the focus to tell an exciting story and choose its effect on your audience.
Okay, great. So we have your audience built in.
Amazing. Yeah, I'm just gonna say,
This is an incredible opportunity. I've tried to show up to all sorts of Christmas calls this season, but not many people are actually looking for goblins. They're looking for people who are tall person size, but to play goblins and elves and other types of things.
Yeah,
but
we have like stuff. We have that as part of the training. There's also people here and stuff.
This is incredible. Like, how did you find me? I don't think I sent my headshot here or anything.
Well, you came to work today. I don't understand.
Okay. Well, this is great. Just so you have this on file.
Did the little kid draw you this?
No, I made that.
Oh.
Yeah, that's my professional headshot.
Oh, that's nice.
The rest of us don't have those. Is that okay?
Oh,
Is that okay?
that's fine. I did not need your headshot. We already hired you.
This is incredible. You all can experience the joys of acting.
Okay. Well, I will walk you then to your place. I guess everyone needs help today. We'll have somebody walk with you out there.
Thank you.
Okay.
And sorry, what's your name, Mr. Director?
Oh, you can just use my elf name. Cosmo's fine.
Cosmo.
Cosmo.
Mr. Cosmo. It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr.
Mr.
Cosmo.
Cosmo. Okay.
and I'm
thank
gonna
you.
choose the effect that Mr. Cosmo becomes a friend to goblins.
Oh, okay. I feel like definitely. That's so sweet. So he's definitely going to help you get to your spots.
Cool. Thank you, Mr. Cosmo.
No, thank you. Okay, the rest of your elf names, please.
Oh, Quimble?
Okay, Quimble. I'm going to have you go make merry in the workshop. And,
I don't
How do you make a merry?
know.
So it's MERRY.
Yes.
Okay.
Is it like a berry?
I think so.
Well, it's like it means it's happy.
Oh.
Cheer! Bring good cheer.
Cheer.
Okay.
You can do that, Quimble. Just like think about all your pigeons and like all the people around you are gonna be like your pigeons. So you just try to make them happy, just like you make your pigeons happy.
I try really hard, but it's really hard to tell because birds can't smile.
But people will.
Okay. Oh. Okay. Okay. At least I'll know if it's working.
Exactly.
all right. And you, Nicholas, I'm going to have you... Oh, yeah, I'm going to have you doing a similar thing, but you're going to be up front over by the train.
I'll get to be by the conductor?
Yeah, I want you next to the conductor, and if you want to help the other elves that are out there greeting the crowds and everything, you can do some carols, whatever you think is going to be fun for people walking by. Yeah, I think that'll be good for you, and then...
Nicholas, that's so exciting! It's incredible!
Are those the other gobbos? Do you get to work with the other gobbos?
There are a few that are working. They're just kind of scattered throughout the space, but I do need you to get to your positions as quickly as possible. What was your name?
Burlap.
Okay, Burlap, I'm gonna have you, are you good with electronics? I'm gonna have you checking in people in the front, and he passes you an iPad.
No problem. Mr. Cosmo.
So you have an iPad.
In your hook hands.
Yep.
Oh no. I am great with electronics. How'd you know?
I once held a phone. It was a tripod.
It's like a toddler with an iPad just...
They just put you in charge of electronics. Something about you says, yeah, this guy, electronics.
It really begs the question, does Burlap transform into the object or just resemble the object? Because the candy canes would not conduct the necessary electrostatic energy to actually be able to use it, but if they resembled candy canes, then they would. This is probably not important.
Nope, it's important to me now.
Oh no. Sorry.
I think they are the actual object. Like, I think like it tastes like a candy cane.
Great.
Horrifying.
They do because these are used for work and stuff. They are covered in those little bumper things you can and on them is handles. So if you want to hook one of the little handle things on the side, you can kind of like have it like that. Okay.
I think I will do that.
Great. We'll figure something out. So he's going to walk you in, and as he does, he's going to walk around the back area first. You're all going to follow, and he's going to slip in through. So you walk back past, against the flow of traffic as people are leaving after just getting pictures with Santa. And he turns this corner, and he points into one of the houses, and he says, you're going to be in there taking pictures.
Oh, okay. Go really quickly, Mr. Cosmo. What are the names of the other goblins?
Oh, the other goblins that actually work here?
Yes.
Oh, one of them is Bobbles.
Bobbles.
One of them is...
Jongle?
Jongle is great. List. Jongle. Bobble, Jongle, Jinx, and...
Shoelace.
Yes.
Perfect.
And those are your Gobbos.
Oh, wow.
Bobbles, Jungle, Jinx, and Shoelace. This feels like the goblin version of New Kids on the Block.
Great.
They're like our counterparts.
Yeah.
So he sends you in, and as you go in, he's gonna say, Apple Crisp is currently taking pictures. Tell them it's time to get cookies.
Cookies.
And so you go in, and there is a person at the photo taking the pictures. There's a little button you kind of like observe. Would you like to roll eyes to see if you can see how the camera system works?
6 and a 5.
Great. So with watching a couple of the pictures get taken, and you're watching Santa have a conversation with a kid, and you can see the way that they're framing the photos, you see the way it kind of shows up, and so you get an idea very quickly of how all of that is going to work. And so you think to yourself about like portrait composition and like staging and the buttons and getting people's attention. Oh, this kid is not looking at the camera. How they got? Okay, you put it all in your brain quickly, and everyone else leaves you there now, and so does Apple Crisp to go on their cookie break, and you are in your house for the time being. As you swing around, you go through the throngs of people. Again, you're still going against the flow of traffic as you now go into the land. As you swing around the corner from this area that had just the back side of the houses that was quite dark. Beautiful murals on the walls as you go through these tiny hallway. You swing around and see what it looked like from the front, and there is a beautiful archway, and as you turn, there's a giant sign that says believe, and there's all these twinkling lights, and there's people who are excited. They're finally at the front of the line, and you kind of walk through the throngs. You see Santa's beautiful sleigh filled with presents, and then you turn this corner, and there's a giant glass display case filled with levels and levels of trains, and the trains are going round and round on their tracks, and people are watching, and kids are just mystified. And you can see it as you swing around the corner, you turn and you see a giant tree in the center of this space. And in the center of that area that's kind of sectioned off, it looks like a little miniature workshop. There's a little wrapping station, and there's little objects that you could put and play with, and it looks like there's a phone over here. There's all these different things. It says, okay, this is where you're gonna be. Remember, your job is to be merry,
Okay.
look fun, and tell people to keep moving because they like to stop and take too many pictures, and the line's gotta keep moving. Don't let there be gaps. All right, got it? And then he leaves. And he leaves you there in the center of this little area with all these little tchotchkes and things and people coming by.
I think Quimble is gonna look at all of these things. And I think Quimble, I'm gonna spend my focus to take, spend my focus. I think Quimble looks at all of this, like this workshop. And is there anyone else there at the workshop? It's just kind of like...
Mrs. Claus is there. She's in a rocking chair and she's crocheting.
Incredible. Okay, so I think Quimble is going to reach into his pocket and bring out a pigeon. Adult pigeon. Say,
No, the other ones
Bob.
are in the hat.
Secret. And just say, okay, Bob. All right. Okay, we got this. Okay, we're gonna go make cheer. Do you think we should talk to her? Okay. Okay. I think Crumble is going to screw up every. He does not do talking to people.
Somebody in the line is walking by and goes, "Is that a real pigeon?" And they just keep walking.
An emotional support pigeon.
But I'm spending the focus. My animal companion does perform a task. So it says comfort someone in emotional distress. So I think the pigeon is comforting me.
It is an emotional support pigeon. They'll certify any animal these days.
Yeah.
Jasmin gets the focus.
I think Pumble's gonna walk up to Mrs. Claus and just like, oh, hello. Hi. Hi, Mrs. Tall Christmas Woman.
That is so nice. She is a very average height.
Oh, you are so tall. I am here to bring Mary.
Who's Mary?
I don't know.
Is that the pigeon?
No, this is Bob.
Okay.
This is Bob. But I'm here to bring Mary, and I'd like to help.
Okay.
How can I help bring Mary?
She like leans in and whispers so that other people walking by can't hear. She says, usually people just kind of make it look like they're wrapping gifts, and sometimes the phone rings and then they answer the phone and make it sound official. You can talk to some of the kids and ask them what they're gonna ask for Christmas from Santa and things like that. Yeah.
I would like to know more about Santa, but maybe I should do this first, and then I will come ask you questions.
Okay,
about
sure.
Santa.
That's...
And I think Quimble like throws a leaflet at her. like courage exhausted. And runs to the workshop.
You're in the she's in the workshop with you. She's
just
the opposite side.
Yeah, opposite side. And just like
she's just like she drops her crochet needles, her crochet hooks, and she okay, great. Thanks. I still don't know who Mary is.
But the invite is successful because heart is infinite.
Yeah, it is. That was a really good heart, and I was gonna have you roll something else, and nope, it's so good.
Just puts Bob next to like the wrapping paper and just starts like trying to wrap Bob.
Yeah, that's just an auto success with this pigeon here. So you're in this area now for a hot minute, and then as he turns the corner, you see a little kiosk, and that's where they first kind of walk in. And so there is actually, and it's very nearby where you are, you can actually chat with them, they're close enough. There is a person stationed there saying hello to people, and then as you turn in around the corner, you can see that there is a... You're back at the front again. You've come out now from where the train is. And so he says, Nicolith, I want you to stand kind of right here in front of the train area. Okay. You can see that, this is a little skinnier here for where the store is. There's just not a lot of walkway. Make sure people don't just stand idly by, right? So, sing some songs, carol, do whatever you like, but make sure they don't just crowd here too much. You want to keep them moving. They can, stay and do pictures, but they need to hit the wall,
Hit the wall, okay.
Okay, great. So, and then he just...
This is my mark right here?
Yes.
Okay.
You don't have to stand exactly in one spot, though. You can move.
Okay. Are there any lights to be aware of?
There is just regular fluorescent overheads.
Okay, so no spotlights or anything. If I can move, I can interact, I can be around in the space.
Yes.
That's okay.
That's totally fine.
Great.
You have this whole little area on the front of the train. People like to come over there and take pictures sometimes. It's all kind of sectioned off with stanchions because they have a line forming as well in that front area for people who are getting ready to go inside.
Okay.
And so you do have a little play space that is essentially your stage.
Incredible. Thank you so much for this opportunity, Mr. Cosmo. I won't let you down.
Thank you for coming. But you guys were a little late, but it's fine. And then so he turns the corner.
Bye, Nicola.
Oh, and you're just going to be right across. You could shout to each other. So over on the very end, there's a marquee that says Santa lives here. And underneath the marquee, you see two other elves, and they're also holding iPads.
Burlap, are you gonna be Santa?
I think he's inside. I think he's in... I can't replace Santa. I think he's in...
I think Burlap's the only one of us who could.
Eat Santa. Don't do that. Maybe do that. Maybe do that.
Okay, Burlap...
Eat Santa.
Burlap slowly lowers the iPad down. With the candy canes. And, okay, so Burlap can't right now Burlap can't see Santa because of all the like hubbub going on.
Yeah.
So Burlap, like, there's like a string of lights up there, and Burlap like uses the candy cane arm to like hook onto one of the lights and like tries to get a vantage point of where Santa might be so that Burlap can eat Santa.
Oh. So you've left the iPad on the ground, and you are now hanging from one of the marquee lights. And Cosmo is very confused about why you've done this. And he said, "Stop! What do you? Santa's all the way inside where we dropped off your first friend."
Okay. New plan. Burlap is going to eat Cosmo.
I deserve this. Okay, how are you going to consume a person? Is this like a Python situation? Are you unhinging? And then like...
I think Burlap is gonna use the 2 candy canes to like...
Okay.
Open,
Eyes wide shut, like or like a
unhinge.
do a what is it?
Yeah,
Clockwork
like
orange
a clockwork
mouth.
orange mouth.
Okay, great. And the candy cane imagery of all of it is horrifying. And he's like, and you just right here in front of everybody.
Burlap goes, "I'm so sorry, Mr. Cosmo. It'll only be for a little while."
From across Nicola's screen.
Burlap, no! He's the one who's responsible for casting us!
Oh, Nicola, if this job is not working out. Okay.
This is my big break!
And so you consume Cosmo. And what would you like to switch stat-wise?
I will switch. I guess I'll ding myself. I'll ding the mouth stat.
Okay, cool. So you're gonna do -1 to mouth for a short time.
Okay.
And your hands have reverted back.
Yeah.
You now have human hands to use the iPad with.
And as you have consumed Cosmo for the moment, I'm gonna go ahead and let this just be a Kirby situation. That like the power of all of it, like you feel that you have changed in some significant way, and the power is actually in the white lapel pin. And so you've actually now have a little white flower on your chest, and the Cosmo has been absorbed in the most meaningful way possible, and then you actually just kind of like spit him out Kirby style, and he is soaked and very pissed.
Burlap is the captain now.
Yeah, you are actually like that is you are a manager now.
Wait. Okay. So Okay. So I'm still Cosmo, even though I spat him out.
You
absorbed his managerness.
Okay.
You absorbed.
Okay.
He is.
Yes,
As
I
you
see.
spit him out, he is no longer in like his vest and his manager, his like button down. He is now in an elf costume.
Okay,
And
okay.
he picks up the
Okay.
iPad and he starts checking people.
Okay. Well, like, now you get to know how it feels.
He's like doesn't know what you're talking about. Also, this is where he started.
Burlap is already a revolutionary, having never worked a day in his life.
Burlap is really astounded by how things look from up here.
Oh yeah.
Because Burlap is now a tall person.
Are you adding to your leg stat?
Oh wait, can I?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm adding to my leg stat.
Okay, great.
So I have a 2 now for legs.
Okay, and so you are now, you went from being like a 3-foot gobbo to being a regular like 5'8" looking person, but a gobbo skin.
Okay.
Gobbo
You are
skin.
giant Gobbo.
And what are you gonna do with this power?
I'm gonna talk to Santa.
I love this for you. Okay, so now all of you are in your positions, and you all know what your job
not all
or
of us.
mission is.
And I'm
Quibble,
giving
absolutely clueless to any of this.
Yeah, so this is all real, by the way. I elf at Macy's, and this is all real. And
This really happened.
This is
one Christmas.
One Christmas. This is all real things. These are all real places that you can be stationed.
And the manager got Kirby'd
Kirby'd.
by a goblin, and
And
There
now
was a coup. I don't know.
there was a coup.
But of course there's coups.
Oh yeah.
I am loving all of this. Okay, great. So you all know what you're supposed to. You know what you're sort of supposed to be doing, and you're just stationed petting a pigeon, which is honestly doing the job in that station.
Well, Quimble has figured out. We started wrapping Bob, and then he realized that he sometimes constructs newspaper tents for the pigeons, and it sort of looks like hats for tall people. So he's just started making Christmas Santa hats out of wrapping paper for all of the kids that come by.
Wait, can you roll for hands? Everyone's going to be rolling a success on their shift to see how well. So if this is what you are doing,
Yes.
then yeah, perfect.
Because it doesn't involve talking to people. He just comes up and makes one and hands it to them. And that's 1 6 and 1 4. And kids can be really gentle when sometimes around frightened animals, and that is really the energy Quimble is giving off. So he just hands people hats, and then the kids are just taking the hats.
Okay,
They're not really good hats.
I will say, because it's a partial success with just the 1 success, the partial success is that people are absolutely charmed by this and they love it. The only thing is that we're also supposed to be making sure people keep moving along, and there's a lot of people stopping to take pictures, but you are totally fine with that, and nobody's really checking on you right now, so this is fine. So great, that's what you're doing at your station right now. I'm gonna swing back over. What is Nicolif doing?
Nicolif is a bit distressed over just seeing all of this happening. Seeing Mr. Cosmo being et and then spit out again. Burlap walking off, presumably on his own sort of mission. He's convinced that he's never going to work in this town again.
I know.
And so he's just kind of a little traumatized on his little stage bit, and he's just kind of singing himself a song.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's singing a song that makes him feel better when
Okay.
he feels a little bit distressed or sad. So
he's just doing a little private performance currently to
yeah, I mean,
muster up.
there are other people around. He's still performing in the way that he performs,
Oh,
but
okay.
it's for him. It's for him and not really for anybody else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming it's your hand stat. That's the good one, right? For playing?
Mouth.
It's mouth for okay. So singing. Can I have you? I'll have you roll your mouth, and for how well you're doing both entertaining people and also pacifying yourself.
Cool.
Do we get a preview of the song, or is that for later?
Yes, no, get this one.
Oh yeah, this is your moment. This
Yeah,
is what
this is my
I
song.
built for you.
I have 2 force, and that's it.
So you are really stressed. This
very
whole thing
stressed.
is really, and you're honestly the
Crying through the whole song.
yeah. And the most stressful part is that you're really excited about this job and you want to come back, and you're seriously concerned it's not going to happen. Okay, so I will say that you are successful. We can upgrade one of them and do a partially successful.
Yes.
Because you're going to sing it, you're crying. That's the partial success.
Yes.
And I will also say that the stumble that this is, and you can also change this if you want to do something else, but I would say that the stumble is that you're taking a little bit of a confidence hit for the
Yeah.
remainder of the shift.
Yeah.
Because you're really worried about losing this gig.
Yeah, and I think he's not moving people along as much as he should be.
Yeah.
He's very just focused on his own performance and just checking in with himself as an actor.
He's gone full first circle. He's
Yeah.
so in.
He's so in it.
Yeah.
That he's really not paying much attention to other people. And
Yeah,
he's,
okay.
Yeah, probably not moving people along.
That's great.
Yeah.
And what does it sound like?
Well, it sounds like this. Sings when he's upset.
Sacks, Fifth Ave light shows and roasted nut vendors. Rockets and kick lines each night in December. Skating in parks while the carolers sing. These are a few of my favorite things. School groups and theaters and Radio City, Nutcracker ballets and views from the Whitney. The ball dropping promises New Year's will bring. These are a few of my favorite things. markets and Santa at Macy's. Fancy marshmallows and tree farms by Dwayne Reed's. Bars stacked in Garland with Silver Pine Springs. These are a few of my favorite things.
Does Mika show up and just dance a little bit?
When your day's rough, when you feel small, and your heart is sad, I simply remember these wonderful things, and then I don't feel so bad. Santa con red suits parading down Broadway, holiday parties and takeaway lo mein, wreaths hung on lampposts like crowns for a king. These are a few of my favorite things. Old folks in long coats with casserole dishes, dachshunds in sweaters and cozy knit mittens, dawn on the East River shining like spring. These are a few of my favorite things. When the wind blows, when the world's cold, when I feel alone, there's bells on the street corner ringing with cheer. There's no place like here. I'm home.
Yay! Everyone stops and cheers. They love it, and it's just the best thing ever.
You're playing attracts Mika, and she lands on your shoulder.
Hi, Mika. Thanks, I really needed that.
The little faint sound of wind chimes.
Oh.
Butterfly in the sky. Okay. As you start storming your way, Burlap, towards the back to have a conversation with the big guy, what do? Do you retrace your steps? How are you getting back there?
So I just want to say that song made Burlap Cosmo remember the burlap part of himself, like the part with, the heart, not the, the man, like the managerial side of Cosmo.
Yeah, of course.
In that moment, remembered the important things in life.
Of course,
The man inside the manager.
Exactly. So Burlap is now, instead of, because originally Burlap was just going to go and boss Santa around, but now Burlap is going to go and have a heart-to-heart with Santa.
Okay, love that.
And, so yeah, Burlap, Cosmo, because the part of Cosmo in Burlap, knows where Santa, knows how to get to Santa. Mm-hmm. So Burlap Cosmo is going to retrace Burlap Cosmo's steps.
Yeah.
And
as the manager,
yeah,
where you're going.
And just sort of stands, Santa's in the chair, right?
He's in the chair,
okay.
And then I'm going to put a little quick pin in that one, because you're heading in and you know where Poppy is, and how is Poppy doing with these pictures? So, right before Burlap arrives, you're dealing with a 2-year-old who is screaming on Santa's lap.
Oh, no, it's okay.
And then Poppy scrambles up onto Santa's lap with the 2-year-old and takes little hands and goes, no, there's no need for that. Let's just sing a little song and maybe sing. Oh, do you know your ABCs yet? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. P is for Poppy. Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. There we go.
Okay. The big kid's not crying anymore and kind of oh wait. And mom is on the side going, nice smile. And the kid's just, nice smile.
And Poppy scrambles up behind the camera and
it's a bright flash of light. And, it's very startling. I was going to have you roll, but that's a heart, and I'm going to give that an auto success and also say that we're passing the goat.
There's not much I can really do in this moment, so I might just pass it.
I would actually love to immediately spend this focus.
Okay.
Because Poppy's feats is being very well read, and when I enter an important place, I may ask the tall person, what secrets do I know about this place?
Ooh, okay. What secrets do you know? Do you have anything like specifically about? Are you saying the store, or are you saying
about
the
Macy?
land?
About Macy's, I think. What secrets do I know about Macy's? Where might I be able to find other goblins inside of it? How did they get the North Pole from the North Pole to Macy's?
Oh, yes. So you know that everybody, and as a worker, you now know this too, that they're transferring it via magic. Every Christmas, they transfer a little bit of the North Pole to Macy's so that everyone can experience the joy of their home and say hi to Santa, of course. And then every night, they kind of like pack it up and it blinks back for a little bit. And then they do that every day. And then also, too, you know about Macy's that it has the first escalators ever. There's actually a bunch of wooden ones there. You know that there's a beautiful Christmas tree ornaments display upstairs one level. And you also know that there's probably some more goblins working in the land somewhere. And you also know that there's a brunch and lunch with Santa situation that happens in the restaurant that's downstairs a few levels, and they probably have a Gobbo there because it's quite authentic for the pictures that they're going to do down there. So there's probably one of them down over there.
But that's also where they keep the cookies.
Okay, so perfect. So you know that all of that stuff. And also, too, I will have everyone who wants to roll an eyes.
And that insight gives me a +1 dice that it just says this insight gives +1 dice once, so I'm going to reserve this for when I want to use it.
Yeah.
Ooh, 2 6s.
2
6
6s,
and
great.
a 5.
Awesome. I thought of a retroactive thing to do to
Oh,
spend
yeah.
focus
2
if
5s.
possible.
Yeah.
So I have Tailspinner, which is my favorite. And I think after Nicholas gets done with his song, like he sees this crowd of people gathered around, and he's like, okay, this isn't going to be so bad. And he just starts talking about like his first Christmas with the Ken, his first holidays, how they all like decorated and made it really cozy and cute. And then I think he's going to go around with like a candy cane in hand and using it like a microphone, ask everybody else like what their favorite part about the holidays are.
Wait, I love this.
Yeah.
As
Do a
you-
little man on the street sort of thing.
Perfect. As you do this, you realize that this whole time, another very small Gobbo, probably you couldn't see them, was, because you rolled 2 6s, was actually helping out on the side up front, too. I did not write down the names. I said, what are they?
Bobbles,
Bobbles, Jongle,
Jinx, and Shoelace.
Yeah.
I was 6 and a 5.
A 6 and a 5. Okay, cool.
2 5s.
2 5s. So you don't see anyone right now, but because you knew that there's definitely the brunch and lunch thing happening, you know that you need to go to Stella. And then what's yours?
1 6.
1 6. Okay, great. So on your walk over, you're gonna see somebody right before you get to the house, like in that little area that has the believe sign and the archway and the beautiful twinkly lights. You see somebody helping in that area,
Okay.
and so you spot them right there. And so you have eyes on somebody. You will in a minute. You had eyes on somebody, and you know where one of them is as well. And so as you get back there, and you were helping, that was also a success with your shift for the day. It's so bright.
Poppy has a real eye for it. Like,
the composition.
The composition's beautiful.
The lighting. Love it. And then you get back there, and so you find the other Gobbo. Do you want to stop and say hi right now, or do you want to go to the house?
Ooh, I want to stop and say hi.
Yeah.
And I have knowledge of what this Gobbo's name is because I have Cosmo's brain.
Ah, yes, you do.
Yeah.
So this is Jinx.
Jinx. Okay. Hello, Jinx. Yes. Yesterday I was kind of mean to you. I'm really sorry about that. I'm totally different.
What
now.
are you talking about? You are so tall. You are green.
I am green now. Yes. But I know that I'm your. I know that I'm your boss.
I want you to roll a deception check. Like, this is not working. Like, you aren't just Gobbos. You just have the power.
The line between Burlap and Gobbo is
So
really
blurred
gone
right
so,
now.
so blurry.
Oh wait, so I just look like Cosmo.
You just got taller. You're still just a goblin.
You're just taller and now the manager of Santa's village.
Yeah.
Like,
You got the white little thing.
I don't know how to explain this to you. I know I look, I'm tall, but I'm a Gobbo. I'm another Gobbo.
I know.
Oh, okay, thank God. And great work you're doing. You get a raise. And
Oh, yeah.
I was also wondering if you have you spoken to Mr. Claus before?
Wait, have you not talked to the big guy yet?
Yeah, yes, I have. But I just,
If you don't talk to him, how is he gonna know what to bring you for Christmas?
well, because he can read minds, and
That's
speaking of that,
He sees you when you're sleeping.
exactly. Would you mind breaking the ice with me and
He
the big
grabs
guy?
your hand and starts walking towards Poppy, and where you're taking pictures. So you enter in over
Big
here.
smiles.
Perfect composition, impeccable every time. And so you guys are over here for a second. As this is going on, I'm gonna say too that like maybe Mika had flown over and had helped you identify the fact that you're seeing another goblin over there. Do you want to go approach?
Absolutely.
Cool.
Yeah. I think like with the tail spinner feat, people are deeply engaged as long as I talk. I think they've gotten to the point where like everyone's just kind of like talking like happily with each other about their favorite holiday memories. And
Nicholas just says, "Keep talking, everybody. This is great. This is great stuff. I'm going to be right back."
Oh, right before you go, actually, somebody in the crowd is going to approach you, and they're going to pass you a business card. Yeah, and this woman is going to introduce herself. Her name is Margaret, and Margaret wants you to know that she owns a very small children's theater, and she just thought you were super lovely, and so you should definitely send her an email later, because they need more performers.
Okay. Well, thank you, Margaret. Here, I don't think I've ever used email. But here's my contact information and my headshot. I would be honored, and it would be a privilege to work at your theater and perform for children or adults or anyone of the sort.
Okay, well, you have the address if you want to just come by sometime this week.
Yeah, I'm free all day, every day. I have some things to do in the Delacourt in the morning, but then I can come over and...
You work at the Delacourt?
Not officially, but yes.
Oh, that's volunteering is so important.
It is. I also live there.
Oh.
Just under the stage.
Okay.
Sometimes I help with the trapdoor during performances.
Can you roll a mouth?
yes. That's 1-6.
Okay, so she is not gonna take the card back. But she's a little concerned about your living situation, and not in a mean way. Like, she just is like, "Are you okay? Do you have shelter?"
Oh, it's great down there. I have all sorts of little goodies from shows I've seen over the years, or shows I've been outside of over the years, or shows I've seen on the pavement over the years. And I have some of the wings, the legs and stuff. It's really quite cozy in there.
Uh-huh.
My other friends, everyone else who lives in the Ken, they actually live in the rocks in Belvedere Castle, but I think mine's a little bit cozier, actually.
I did hear that there were some goblins in the... Okay.
Yes, actually, we're having a holiday party.
Oh.
On Christmas Eve. It's at sundown. You should come by. It's gonna be a great time. We
Okay.
really know how to set up for the holidays. It's really great. I'll be playing. There'll be music, and probably Joey will come by, and Tiffany too. We'll have a
Okay.
proper band going.
That's great. I love it. We'll do that. I will come to the party, and I will bring information for the children's theater.
That's amazing. Thank you so much, Margaret.
No, thank you. You were great with the kids out there.
Thank you. It's my life's dream to be a performer, and it really means the world that my performance made an impact on you and on all of them as well. This is really a dream come true.
Yay, it was so good. She was very moved by your touching rendition of that song.
Oh my god.
I think it was the crying. She was like, wow, what an actor.
Crying command.
And so off Margaret goes.
Strange.
And you go follow Mika, and as you get over there, you see a very excited goblin actually then realize that you're another goblin and just rush you and hug you.
Oh my goodness! Hello! Hi!
Hi!
What's
I'm
your
Bobble.
name?
I'm Bobble, and I'm so excited to meet you. How did you get here? When did you start working? Do you work here all the time? I've never seen you before.
Oh, first of all, my name's Nicholas.
Hi,
I'm
Nicholas.
Nicholas Cobbleblossom.
Oh my gosh,
Pleasure
it's so
meet
nice
you.
to meet you. I have a friend named Nicholas. That's kind of like Nicholas, but it's a little bit different because yours has like an F, I guess. I don't know. Maybe that's
I actually
a
don't know
PH.
how to spell it. I should ask Poppy one of
Okay,
these days.
hi. I'm really excited that you're here. This is so nice. I didn't think I was going to see many more goblins.
I didn't either. I didn't know that there was any goblins here until Mr. Cosmo said that there was some work in here.
Oh, yeah,
It was just me
Cosmo.
and the three others. It was Quimble and Poppy
No,
and
there's a
Burlap
few
who
more.
came in.
Actually, Jongle's still working inside there somewhere too, and Shoelace always gets to go do the Santa stuff with the food. So that's where Shoelace is. And you should just meet the rest. We should go meet the rest of them. And Bobble's gonna grab your hand and start walking in.
Amazing.
And
Wait. Before we do that, I think I have to stay a little bit longer. I made a promise to Mr. Cosmo that I would sing some carols and keep people moving, and I don't think I've done a great job at that second part quite yet, but this job is really, really important to me. It is my first day, and I really want to make a good impression.
We can come back too. We can come back out here in a little bit. We should get everyone together. I want us to take a picture.
Okay. Yeah, that would be great. It's just a couple minutes, though.
And so he also wants to make sure that no one gets in trouble. So Bobble's gonna run over to the elf that has a headset and say, "We're going for cookies," and just off we go.
Incredible. Nicholas is just so thrilled by Bobbles, like matching energy.
I am obsessed with Bobbles.
Yeah.
Bubbles is
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
I think as they're walking to Nicholas, like,
You're gonna love everybody else when you meet them too. Burlap's like one of the most popular goblins in the whole
I
can.
can tell that's a great name.
Yeah, he can pretty much eat anything. So like any sorts of snacks, Burlap will just
Whoa.
test them for us.
Okay,
and
no
so we
offense,
know-
but Shoelace is not gonna like that because Shoelace is gonna be really concerned that Burlap is gonna try to take all the jobs with the food.
that probably won't happen, but it might.
Okay. Okay. Thank
and
you
then
for your
there's-
honesty. I appreciate you.
Then there's Quimble, and Quimble is really great with all the birds and all the wildlife
As you're
around the
walking,
can.
it's like, "Oh, birds like this one," and points directly at Quimble because that's where you are at this point.
Yeah, that's Quimble right over there.
Hi. You have a bird. Yes. I'm just gonna reach for it.
Quimble, this is Bobbles.
Hi.
Hi.
Do you like birds?
Yes, I'm just gonna start petting the
Oh,
bird.
okay, yes. Just be very gentle. Like birds.
So excited, just so excited, and it's gonna grab your hand too. We're gonna go take a picture. I'm so happy to meet you. Hi.
No one has ever held my hand before.
I think Quimble's a little love struck.
Okay, great. We're
and
gonna
then
walk.
we keep walking, and
So cute.
and Nicholas says,
And then there's Poppy. Poppy's the last one, and she's the best of us, truly. She's so smart. She works at the New York Public Library, and she teaches all the kids in the can how to read. She's even teaching me how to do math.
Bobble just met you, and Bobble's gonna go, "Nicholas and Poppy sitting in a tree. That's icky."
turns bright red, but he's also green, so it looks just really weird to see him blush.
It's just awful shade of chartreuse.
Yes,
Yeah.
a really weird shade of chartreuse. But he just like kind of kicks the ground.
Yeah, she's really cool.
And they're just gonna keep walking. And as you turn a corner, you see these big wooden carvings of some drummers, like kind of like a drummer boy situation, like a little tin toy version. And in between them, with a big reef in the middle and like helping direct people to keep moving, you see Jongle. And so, yeah, poor Bobble's out of hands and doesn't want to let go of the new friend's hands, and so is going to try to, like a sheepdog, like herd around and just like try to get Jongle to start walking. We're going this way, and just like move the whole gang around. And as you're walking in to see Poppy, they're gonna all show up at the same time as well. Mika helped direct a little bit.
Mika!
And everyone is all together. You've all done all successes on all of your jobs today. And you go in and you can see Santa.
Santa.
Ho, 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 ho!
It's him.
I didn't realize Santa's helpers were all gonna come in today.
It's Santa. Is it Big Santa? I have a question for Santa, but you guys should go first.
Oh, I won't bite. Come closer.
Sorry, can I just say your voice is so resonant. Do you take with any voice teachers?
Oh, ho, 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 ho. Santa doesn't have a voice teacher. I'm just this jolly.
There's a natural talent. That's incredible. You should be very proud.
Thank you. What's your name?
I'm Nicolith Cobbleblossom.
And what would you like for Christmas?
You're asking me?
Yeah.
What I want for Christmas? I think I just want to have all my friends together and to have the best holiday party we possibly can.
You're absolutely right. During Christmas, it's not about what's under the tree. It's about what's in our hearts.
Exactly. And the people around us.
And maybe it will get you a little surprise for Christmas.
I do like surprises.
Okay, we'll leave it a little surprise. Oh, what would you like for Christmas?
And Burlap is still like tall, but like Burlap like sits on his lap. Perfect.
And there's also like the way that the throne is kind of set up is there's space on either side as well as the lap as well as a place to sit in the front. So you guys can all kind of pick little places to sit down.
Okay.
Poppy is getting photos of her friends with Santa.
Oh, cute.
So Santa, you're taller than the rest of the elves. You're kind of like me. Right now I'm taller than the rest of the gobbos.
It's true, you are quite tall for a goblin.
Yeah. Santa, I don't exactly know how to go back to normal right now. So I think that's my wish. I wish to go back to being the size of my buddies again.
Oh, that's a lovely wish. Why don't we all close our eyes? And he's going to... This is the real Santa, y'all, by the way. This is Santa, and Santa's gonna just boop your nose. And you're sitting on his lap, so everything feels normal as you're seated. And you say, well, it looks like a little Christmas magic came early. And when you open your eyes, your stats are all back to normal, and your legs are like you boop, boop, boop. You can't reach the ground anymore.
They're like dangling.
Yeah.
Aw, thank you, Santa. I didn't like being that powerful. So I appreciate you. I don't like being the man. I want to be a gobbo. Thank you.
That's very responsible to come to such a discovery of oneself.
I got mad with power.
It happens to many.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
Oh, okay. And then he's gonna turn and say, what would you like for Christmas?
Oh, well, I live out in the park most of the time. And I take care of the pigeons, like Bob here. They're all named Bob, but this is Bob here. And, I really like it when it snows because it's really pretty, but sometimes it makes the pigeons very cold. So I'm wondering if the next time it snows, you can make it so it snows everywhere except where the pigeons are, so there's like a little circle of non-snow around the pigeons so they're not cold. And yes, that would be good.
I will do my best.
Okay. That's all I need.
That's a lovely gift that you want for your pigeons.
Because it should be pretty, but it also should be good for everyone.
Everyone should be cozy and surrounded by prettiness.
Yes.
What a lovely wish. And then he's gonna turn to Poppy, and there's also someone who helps at the front door, like the door area. So they're gonna step in because they realize that these are your friends, and go ahead and grab the photo stuff so that you can jump over. What would you like for Christmas, my helper? You've been helping so well all afternoon.
I quite liked it, actually. I kind of feel like I have pretty much everything I could really need, but,
And Poppy kind of stands up on his knee and whispers in his ear and makes a little request, while also handing over an invitation to the party, and there's a request written on the back.
I just think it would really add a little bit of festivity that we can't usually, afford.
Is this a secret between you and me? Okay. Well, you know how much I love these too. Oh, and he's just delighted by this. Okay, great. That's a great Christmas wish. And then he's gonna have everyone look to the camera, and we're gonna take a little picture all together. And he says, "All right, on the count of 3, everyone say jolly. 1, 2, 3. Jolly! Click, and the light is so bright. And you get your beautiful little picture. You've had a perfect shift. You are able to go down and get, or actually, they finished their lunch and their little meetups downstairs at Stella. So they've come back up and they're already in the backstage area. So you get to also meet Shoelace. And I think that if it makes sense, you're also going to just deposit the rest of these, or a big chunk of them, around the backstage area so that if anyone wants to come, there'll just be a bunch of little flyers they'll tell people as you're heading out. This has been a very long, arduous day for you all. So you left around 2. It's, let's say, it took you till about, or 2:30, 3. So it's like 3:30 when you got there, and it's probably getting close to like 7. It's getting pretty late for the Gobbos. And I think, are you gonna try to start heading back soon? Or do you want to do anything else in the store right now?
Is the party now, or is it like in a couple of days?
The party's gonna be,
Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve.
So that's in like 9 days.
9 days.
Yeah. So you have a little bit of time. You're gonna like set some stuff up.
Quimble can't read, so the invitation.
Oh yeah, obviously.
You think it would be possible before we go to take a little spin on the train?
Oh yeah. So the conductor is in the train, and you swing back around the front, and you all work there, so you're in costume. So you go ahead, and they just let you hop right in there. And you wave to people and make merry in the front. Everybody loves it. You've made some new friends, and these little Gobbos were like kind of just working together and hanging out in Midtown. And so I think they might come and join you guys as well in the Ken if there's an open invite.
Of course there is. There's always an open invite. The more the merrier, especially at Christmas.
Yay! They're all so excited, and
I've learned that Mary isn't a person, but it's a thing you make with other people.
Oh, that's so nice. You just keep that. Okay, perfect.
Before we leave, could Nicolith pull Santa aside?
Yeah.
He's kind of out of earshot of everybody.
Yeah, so as everybody, actually, I almost forgot. As you were all leaving the house, on the back of the door there, you start to walk out, and there's somebody in the little back door, and as you're exiting, everybody gets a little button.
Aww.
So everyone gets a button to remember your Santa visit by.
Aww.
She puts it on her little.
Oh, I forgot. I was gonna do like this. Okay, Nicolith. What did you want to talk to Santa about?
So, I didn't want to say this in front of everybody because it's a little bit of a secret, but I kind of like Poppy. I think she's...
Everyone knows, Nicolith. Santa's...
Everyone knows?
Everyone can see it.
Well, okay. I didn't think that was that obvious, but anyway, at Christmas, it's the time to tell the people around you that you care about them, and if there's someone special, that's the perfect time to tell them as well. And so I wanted to do something special for Poppy, and she really likes books, and she really likes stories, and I really like stories too. I like seeing them on the stage, and it's one of the most magical things in the world to see a story live happen right in front of you, and I've seen a lot of shows, but only the second act of them, and that's not the full story.
It's not.
And so, I want to share that with Poppy. I want to see if, maybe she would like to see those stories too. But the first act, not just the second one.
Oh, you want some Broadway tickets for Christmas?
I mean, if it wouldn't be too much to ask.
I know of an excellent production. Have you heard of Elf?
No, but it sounds very festive.
And there's a tap number.
I love tap. My feet are
could
tip-tappity.
tell. And this is so, I'm gonna pass, so.
Oh, fuck. Oh, no.
It's on the pigeon.
Of course. Quimble will give it to his favorite
Bob
person.
earned it.
I think that the thing I would like to do is attempt to, see if there is a horse-drawn carriage around once we leave, and Harebrain's scheme attempt to get it to take us back to Central Park.
Okay.
I don't know if they do carriage rides that far into Midtown.
Okay, we'll see what we can see when we get out there.
We're about to commandeer a horse-drawn carriage.
Yeah, like
There's probably a couple police horses outside.
I think when they saw, I was gonna say that when they see you put the pin with the pigeon, they just give you another pin. You can have one too. Okay, great. So, that is yours now. That was delightful.
Thank you.
He's just very tickled by all of that, and we're gonna try to get you some Broadway tickets. So you guys are heading out, and you see a beautiful sight outside. And it's just the most Christmassy, cheery sight that you could possibly imagine. There's just hundreds and hundreds of people dressed up for Christmas. There's all of these men and women. A lot of them are on the younger side, and there's just so many sexy reindeer and guys with fake beards, and everybody seems so jolly, and they're so loud, and it's a little chaotic out there.
The concept of sexiness is lost on Poppy, so...
Yeah, no, this is just a descriptor of what you've walked yourself into.
Oh, are they cold?
Can I use unlikely knowledge to know that this is SantaCon?
It is absolutely SantaCon, and you guys are walking out at the height of it, and you're on 34th Street. Did that use that?
Yes, it does use a focus. Nicholas sees us, and he has seen SantaCon once before because he was in the theater district last year around this time when there was a whole parade of Santas just moving through all the bars down there. And his eyes go wide because he knows that drunk people are very prone to stepping on goblins, and they don't always make the best friends.
And so as you explain this to them, 10 feet away, somebody turns and just hurls on the sidewalk. It is rough out there, and as your final task, how are you all getting home? This is going to be a group skill check of how you're going to help each other get back home through throngs of absolutely wasted co-eds.
Okay.
Feel free to rule that the Harebrain scheme does not apply retroactively. But if there's not a horse-drawn carriage, I'd love to find a bunch of tall reindeer people.
Ooh.
And perhaps ride upon their shoulders.
I was going to say, too, that you definitely see some rickshaws.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. I think that
Or potentially, those things where it's it's a bar, but it's people pedal at it.
The mobile bar.
Yes. Find a mobile bar full of slutty reindeers.
Some of them, too, are dressed like elves, but you're kind of worried about them. As you get closer, you realize nobody's looking exactly straight. It's a lot of cross-eyed. There's a lot of stumbling around. You're just dodging and dipping out of the way from big footfalls.
Look alive, friends.
should we
You
climb
all okay?
up? Should we maybe go high?
There's a dangerous amount of stiletto heels out there, so watch your toes.
Hi, Susan.
Oh, I only have 5 of them.
Do they recognize us as gobbos, or are they so drunk that they think we're just like other people?
They may recognize you, and if they do, they might try to pick you up.
No.
Excuse me.
Oh, you're so cute. And just reaches to grab you.
Poppy, no.
I grab onto Poppy's foot.
If you just set me down right on there, and then all of my friends here could get a ride as well, maybe?
So adorable. What do you want?
We need a ride to Central Park.
Oh, yeah, we're not going that way. And just puts you down.
Oh.
And walks away.
Okay. Poppy, I don't think these people are actually going to be very helpful.
Oh, we don't have any more invitations. We could invite them to our Christmas party. And we could have a whatever they're drinking there.
Excuse me. There's a party happening at Central Park. I don't think we want these people at our party.
That's up to you guys. What do you wanna-
We don't, but we want them to get us there.
Wait, but is there like a people who are already going there?
It's just too
Quimble's gonna give them all to Bob. Bob deserves them. Bob has been very, very supportive all day. Quimble would not have made it through without Bob and everyone else but Bob. Nicola, these people seem very nice, but they also seem kind of scary. There was one time that a couple of big pigeons ate a bunch of apples that someone had left on the ground, and then they wandered around and ran into things, and it seems kind of like these people, and I think maybe we should go home, and they seem like they're having fun, but is there like a you know how there are like carriages in the park with the horses? Is there anything that like looks like that maybe we could go uptown, like if it's going up the street up to the park, because up is up.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna say that it sounds like there's two of you that are trying to say don't invite them, and two of you that are saying yes, we invite everybody. And I'm gonna have you take a contested roll against each other. Okay. So this is gonna be a mouth or eyes.
Okay, great.
This is mouth for
Your choice.
Eyes.
And we'll figure out how this gets settled when you finish rolling.
It is the end of this. Can I use my harebrained scheme and add 2 dice to this to like get us to go uptown? If I'm trying to find like an alternative exit. You can also say no. I can wait.
That's gonna be for when you try to get in the rickshaw.
Okay, I have 3 6s.
Ooh.
I had 1 6.
I had 2 5s, 1 6, 2 4s.
Okay.
3 6s, 1 4.
And what do we have over here?
2 6s, 2 5s.
Ooh, so we have 4.
It's all right. So
5.
together we have 3 6s, 2 5s.
Okay, so together we have 9.
Just tell me the total
Oh, sorry.
successes. Yeah.
Okay, so 4 successes for us.
4 successes.
I have 3,
Pretty sure.
3.
6.
Okay, so what you do on a contested roll is you cancel each other out and see who has any left. So at the end of it, you have 2 successes, and that is just a straight success. So you do not have any complications. You are able to successfully convince them that maybe we don't want all of the drunk co-eds to come to our party and wreck our home. I think you just realize how much cleaning there's going to be after that, and you're out. And you're just, like, worried about what if somebody gets into your books, like,
Oh, yeah, that would be bad. That would be really bad. Oh.
Yeah, that would be a nightmare. Okay, great. So you do still, I would say that you had each a stack of these, and so if you want to say you left like a stack in the back or 2, and you still have some if you do want to give any more out. So as you do that, so we're gonna do the rickshaw. So if you want to explain how you're gonna get the rickshaw for people, and then everyone pick a way that they're gonna help the group get home safely through the throngs.
Quimble has like directionality, so I think Quimble could identify, much like a migrating bird, like a rickshaw that is already heading up Broadway.
Okay.
And I think he would at least know that that's a thoroughfare that like probably they're gonna keep going up.
Okay.
So I think he will point it out to everyone else and say, guys, I think if we jump on top of that, or maybe ask really politely, we kind of add charm, and we could tell them that we were gonna make it more merry, maybe. I've learned that we can do that today, and that was good. So if we ask them, we could make it more merry,
as they go up, and we could go up and then hop off when we get to the park.
And you're gonna get a bonus for that because that was your scheme.
Yes.
Nice.
So I'll let you roll that in a second. And then I'm going to say, too, that the absolute chaos of trying to invite them is worthy of the focus for both of you. So if you want to incorporate a way to spend it in the next little chunk of how you're going to help everybody.
Truly incredible.
Okay. Okay, so we are going with the rickshaw. Like, we're going on the rickshaw.
Rickshaw or a beer thing. I think there's like a directional vehicle.
Yeah. You're looking for something moving in the right
I see, okay.
So, okay, tell me if this is crazy and or stupid.
I love it anyway. Already.
In order to flag down this rickshaw that Quibble has spotted, I could use my masterful magics to summon a small ball of light, but could I do it in the shape of the walk and stop little
That's
symbol?
not stupid. It's so good. Yep, absolutely.
Yes.
Is that a +1 or something, or what is it?
It's just I spend the focus to do it.
Oh, okay, perfect.
It's my masterful magics.
I'm gonna say that the sudden appearance of a floating stop sign halts the vehicle.
Hi!
Ah!
Thank you for stopping and following traffic laws.
This isn't real. This is very
Oh no,
stressful.
we're definitely real. We're just as real as Santa.
No, then the lights dematerialize. He's just really creeped out by the whole thing, but also just you look so cold and lost, and
We're just trying to get back uptown. If you're
Okay.
going that way, we just hop on the back, maybe? If that's all right with you.
I'm looking for fares.
We don't have that.
I have
Well,
I
Burlap, how
have
much
an extra
money do you
Santa
have
button.
in your tummy?
I don't have tummy, but I do have tummy. I know what
No tummy money.
But I'm going to spend the focus to eat something to change a part of my body to match. I'm going to I'm going to suck up an ATM. And my head becomes an ATM.
Just the mouth is the slot,
When you exited the store, you didn't exit on the Herald Square side, you exited on the other avenue side.
Okay.
And so there's a bunch of bodegas over there as well, and cafes and stuff. And so you can find an ATM to go swallow.
Okay. BRB.
So you're gonna run in there to go swallow an ATM. And how are you helping everybody?
I'm sorry, I'm just processing the fact that Burlap became a manager, decided that he didn't like being a manager, wanted to be a
power.
man instead, and
Yep.
now had moved to straight theft.
Yep.
At some point, this just does become theft.
But it's so heartfelt.
Burlap's mouth is gonna become the slot of an ATM. He's gonna spit up money at this rickshaw driver who's gonna be so enamored with us that he'll come to our party.
Yep, that's exactly.
This sounds really good.
Sounds very good.
Yeah.
Ah.
Burlap, you always have the best plans. I don't think I understand them, but then they always work out, so I think they have to be the best plans.
I'm also just seeing ATM as a face as the brave little toaster sort of definition of appliances as animate, and it's very distressing.
So are Bobbles, Jungle, Jinx, and Shoelace all with us as well?
Did you want them to come with you right now? Are they gonna get themselves settled tonight?
They could if they wanted to.
Sure, then yeah, they're with you.
Yeah, as this is happening, I think Nicholas says,
We don't have much money on us. We don't have fares, no. But we are 8 goblins, a novelty in the city, if you will. And I see that your vehicle has been bedecked with all sorts of decorations and music and lights. You're trying to get people into...
Yeah, and there's a stereo and it's just on repeat Mariah Carey's Christmas song.
yep.
I can see this is not really working for you at the moment, but we have a solution.
Okay.
We are very entertaining as goblins. We are a novelty novelty entertainment. And I actually have a friend, his name is Joey.
Okay.
Who was once struggling, just like you.
Uh-huh.
He was trying to make money in the park as
I think
a busker.
I understand where you're going. Okay, so
I have a ukulele. We can make our own music.
what are your
There's
followers
pigeons.
like? What are your numbers?
We helped Joey go viral.
What's your account? And then have him look it up.
Do we have a social media?
Yeah, Joey
made
helped us
one.
make one. Joey helped us make one for the
And
camp.
it's been a few months.
Poppy helps direct him to the because she can type. Poppy helps direct him to their TikTok account.
I love that. Okay, so it's a TikTok account. I love it. And what? Who's feeling
Goblin
lucky?
talk.
I'm feeling lucky.
Roll this for me.
I just went from a full round of successes on 5 dice to a nat 1 on a d20.
It's not that
Do you have
serious.
anything that lets you re-roll stuff?
This was just an arbitrary to see like in the months that followed like how it was looking. Like you guys have not been posting very well and the consistency's not quite there yet. So like you had the initial boost where you got to like 5,000 followers that first time and you like are like 5,500 or something. Like it's growing slowly.
Okay.
But that's still like pretty fun. And so he's like, "Yeah, you know, I'll take you as far as the edge of Central Park."
And then once I'm somehow talking, and then
You've gotten back.
Every time you talk, money comes out.
You've gotten back, and you're just like going like this as you like because you're just a big ATM.
and then once we get to Joey can put in his pin, and we will pay you.
And literally, this is kind of like the slot where the money comes out from is opening and closing. Like that's what you're talking out of. Great.
Still need someone to put in the pin. It's the funniest
But you're an
fucking thing I've
ATM.
ever heard.
But you're an ATM, so you know that you need a pin now.
ATM brain.
What stats are you adjusting?
Okay, I have one more mouth stat, and one less, legs stat.
Okay, great.
You have 0 legs.
Yeah.
No legs.
Just wobbles.
Auto fail any leg stuff. And
But I
you
have 6
are. I'm gonna
We
say
have
you're
to kind of
still-
lift you onto the rickshaw.
You are still your normal weight. Like you have not changed in mass. You've just changed in shape.
Okay, cool.
And yeah, that makes sense because you're just like there are no legs. It's just shuffling over. All right. So everyone, go ahead and roll for whatever stat it was that you've determined was your way of helping.
Great. That was big mouth.
Oh my.
2
Okay.
6s.
Okay, 2 5s, 1 4.
I just used my magics. I'm not sure what to do for. I guess maybe hands.
For what hands.
Hands make sense. A 6 and a 5.
Yay.
I have 1 6.
Okay, cool. So everyone does really well, and Burlap does good enough. What weird little complication or like what little thing is not super successful about?
I think what's not successful is that, like, they have to give the rickshaw driver, like, some kind of collateral.
Oh, okay.
In the meantime, to ensure that, like, once we get there, Joey will be able to put in his pin.
Absolutely.
I think Burlap still has, like, a candy cane, like in his tummy. Like a leftover candy cane, and like, it shoots out of the ATM slot.
Ding. Yeah.
And, like, to give to the rickshaw driver as collateral.
Does he think that's enough?
This is
That's good, right?
terrible collateral. You take the video. You're taking the video. I think when you
we
aren't
stick
looking,
his phone into the ATM slot as like a little tripod.
and he takes the candy cane when you're not looking, and just like, great. And you could start filming, and he's gonna kind of explain, you know, his whole deal and like where you can usually find him and his typical route, so that he can get
What's
something
his name?
Oh, this is gonna be Amir.
Here.
Okay.
And like this is everywhere he likes to go, and like how you can find him, and like his socials, and like he really is like that guy with the coolest fucking rickshaw.
Hell yeah.
You know, Amir, our goblin population in Central Park is about to get a little bit bigger. If you wanted to make some routes around Central Park, I'm sure there'd be some goblins very happy to tag along if you ever wanted some company.
Oh yeah, I do like going in Central Park during like the summer and stuff. It's just like it's really those horse and carriage guys. Like that's fully their domain this time of year. It's there's like a lot of beef.
That's fair, I guess.
What do burgers have to do with it?
Fair point, little buddy. Beef, you know, like you have to squash it.
Oh, like a smash burger.
Yes, it's like a smash burger, except it's arguments.
How do you smash an argument?
That's the beef.
Why is it
Such a
beef?
circular frame of logic. I think
No,
a little
can't
puff
eat
of
an
smoke
argument.
comes out of Poppy's ears as she tries to
Wait,
This
parse
is like
it.
actually wounding.
You
her.
can't eat your words, though.
You can.
Are the
It's-
words beef?
Nicola,
They-
it's about meeting in the middle. You meet in the middle.
meat in the middle of the sandwich. It's literally between the pieces of bread.
Oh, I'm confused again.
Or the bread the people?
And the
Are
bread,
people bread?
I think the bread, if you're in the middle, the bread is your two sides.
We're going to get Joey's bread to pay you.
We're gonna get the bread to pay me. Okay.
Get that bread.
We're really making a meal of this metaphor.
I don't actually eat meat.
Good for you.
Mostly we eat pizza crusts. And churros.
Economical?
Oh,
Do you know where
And
my
gummy
furniture?
worms. Sometimes
gummy
the
worms?
pigeons will share their birdseed with me.
Oh, that's nice.
Most of the time I try to save it for them though.
Okay. Is he okay? Are those buttons affixed to his feathers or?
Well, they're layered because his feathers are just like slid in. But no, it's
Okay.
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 Quimble takes very good care of their pigeons.
I believe that.
This
So
is
I never
Bob.
heard of pigeons.
Do you want to say hi to Bob?
Ah! This is a pigeon. Sorry. There's no offense. I'm sure yours is very nice. They're just really dirty animals.
Bob is very clean.
I believe that you take a very good care of yours.
They're all named Bob.
What? This is just your one bird? All the birds. Every bird is Bob. Bob, okay, yes.
do you want to see the others?
No.
No, it's okay. I think Quimble is gonna retreat and sit next to Bobble and say, "Do you want to say hi to Bob?"
Bob was like, oh, I really love Bob. Bob is super nice. I think that it's really interesting that you like birds so much. Can you have lots of bird facts? Did you know that birds have hollow bones because that's how they can fly because they're much lighter and everything?
I didn't know they have both.
You have,
I thought that if sometimes because goblins can evolve.
they
I
evolve.
thought that if I looked at the birds long enough that I would also get hollow bones.
Do you think that like it's actually evolution, or do you think that like is it like a metaphorical evolution, like we're becoming better, or do you actually want hollow bones? I think that like this guy's actually capable of doing that, or like what do you think?
I think Burlap could have hollow bones. I think, but sometimes Burlap has eaten Bob once or twice. So I think Burlap has had hollow bones.
You are
sometimes.
not vegetarian.
No, he spat them back out all of the time. Every
Okay.
time that it has happened, he has spat them back out because he promised.
And they're fine.
Mm-hmm.
They're just traumatized. This is going back to that thing. Are they growing as well, metaphorically?
Oh, can I tell you a secret?
What?
I've never told anyone this.
Okay.
I don't think Bob is very smart. I think
That's okay. Some of us are better at different things. They have soft skills, I'm sure.
they are very soft, yes.
Yeah. And just starts touching it again.
Right?
In
So
like
soft.
a very rare moment for Bobble. He's just sitting very quietly petting.
Bob is very soothing.
This is very soothing. And you guys are just really cute in the corner with the pigeon. Okay, perfect. Is there anything else that you want to see or do on your way with your rickshaw back up to Central Park? this was extremely successful, y'all.
We were all so good.
That was so good and very funny little silly stupid things that added complications. And as you get back and you find Anga and explain everything that happened, there is a few days left to prepare the space, get the castle going, make everything look pretty, get these different areas looking as gorgeous as they could. You were really out there decking the halls. And what are the little ways that you want to help as like our little exit?
Poppy, on their way back on the rickshaw, going through all of Amir's decorations, discovered tinsel. And
that is the sugar of
that is the sugar of decorations.
Yeah.
It is her new favorite thing in the whole wide world. She had Joey help her acquire so much tinsel.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And has tinseled the ever-loving crap out of the can.
Okay, perfect. I love it. It is insane up there. It is like a nest of tinsel.
So shiny!
Perfect.
I think, Nicola, we're going to use our well-connected feat.
Okay.
Once per errand, you may remember that you know a goblin or some other outsider to the world with the tall folk who could help you out. Describe them. TP will tell you how to call them or to find them right now. I'm going to say, like, in these couple days prior to the party, we get back in touch with Tiffany.
Okay.
And
So
Joey
glad you
and
found Tiffany.
Amir. Because Tiffany's made a friend to goblins. But we'll get back in touch with Amir. And Nicholas been getting a band together, and we're having band practice to have like a little concert. We got Tiffany on the drums, we got Nicholas on the ukulele, we got Joey on the guitar, and we have Amir with like an instrumental back with his stereo, and so we got like a lovely Christmas jazz vibe going.
Perfect. I had rolled earlier that percentile to determine A, if she was going to come to the party, and like B, if she, so like there was a possibility of not coming at all if she was going to come to the party, and if she was going to come to the party and also actually be feeling Joey. And I rolled a 77, and so she is actually over the course of all of these band practices catching feelings for Joey.
It's a showmance.
Whether or not Joey is capable of a healthy relationship is an entirely different question.
That's a Joey problem.
Yes. But you've set Tiffany up on this path, and we'll find out what happens with them.
Okay, Burlap is still an ATM. And the reason
He's
for
just
that
stayed
is
today.
because Burlap, whoever comes to the party, needs to be able to like get cash to like tip the band. So like, and then
We hustling these guys.
no, but it's like you don't want to perform for free. Like you shouldn't have to perform for
That's
free.
the joy of performing, though.
I know, but like not
Joey insisted.
Joey insisted. Yeah. So Burlap is gonna stay in ATM at the party.
Perfect.
But Burlap is also too like moral to just like take the money from the ATM and give it to the gobbos, right? Like, because that's not their money.
Yeah.
So it's like it's a way of like letting the people who come to the party tip the gobbos.
Perfect. So they're just actually using you as the ATM.
And I just go like.
And then as it's just like cha-ching, and you open your little ATM's mouth, and it just boop, boop.
It's always a little bit slobbery.
Yeah, it's a little damp. Thank goodness they're partially cotton or whatever. Perfect. Okay. And how are you helping?
I think Quimble has relocated a bunch of like sort of the more injured or elderly pigeons into the nests of tinsel that Poppy has created, as well as like he understands that mistletoe should be placed, like you should hang mistletoe. He does not really understand why or to what extent, so he's just sort of procured all of the mistletoe he can.
There's just so much mistletoe.
It's like everywhere there's not tinsel, there's mistletoe.
Okay,
And
great.
he's trying to hang things. Like he's just taken charge of hanging things above.
It is a chaotic rom-com levels worth of mistletoe everywhere. Perfect.
He's committed.
Okay, everyone who comes in, there is so much smooching at this party. And
Joey.
And so you guys actually catch them under the mistletoe at one point because you put one directly above the stage. And they got caught and you guys start chanting, Joey, Joey, Joey. And he loves that, obviously. He's that kind of guy. And so he's just like filled with like showmanship and like grabs her, spins her, and dips her and does a whole little smooch. And she really was into that. So like this something is happening here. I love that for them so much. So the music's been going well, people are tipping, drinks are flowing. It was Joey who suggested that you put BYOB, so like and no one knew what that was, but Joey said you should do that and it's working. People have brought different beverages.
I brought my own bob.
Yeah, perfect. It was up for interpretation.
And I brought my own bells.
Oh, bells.
I brought my own band.
You brought your own band.
And now, this is technically a career. You're finally getting paid for this.
And you brought your own booty.
Hey.
You brought your own bake.
I don't know why I went with that, a pirate. Great. This party is going so well. And at the very end of the party, you hear a little
Santa.
and you ho 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 ho. And you hear just kind of like quietly in the background while the party is going and everyone is having a lovely time that mom did not come with her child. And
Probably for the best.
and you just hear a whisper of "'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the ken there was lovely joy making, and they made a lot of new friends." And then from up above, you see like a little bit of glitter falling, and you see a little bit of a snow flurry, and then there's a little parachute, and a box slowly drops down perfectly into the center of the party. What do you
Poppy
do?
runs up. Like, does that one of those, like, kind of like one pull, the entire ribbon kind of
Yeah.
unribbons?
And so this is like, the box is probably like in the middle of the space, like maybe a foot tall and like quite like wide, and it just gently glides, and when you pull the ribbon, the sides of it just fall away, and you see a beautiful tower of all types of cookies.
Cookies for us all, everyone!
And when you go in and you grab a fortune cookie, you open it, and inside are 2 Broadway tickets to Elf.
It's a Christmas miracle! And to all a good night!
And that is gonna be an absolutely lovely, holiday joyful Christmas wrap on Goblin Errands Christmas episode. We love you. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Happy Kwanzaa. Happy all the things you celebrate. And I hope you have a beautiful holiday season with the people that you love.
Yay! Happy holidays!
Happy holidays.
Gonna play us off, Nicola?
Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot and old lang syne? Old lang syne, my dear, to old lang syne. We'll take a cup of kindness yet for old lang syne.
Happy holidays.